Hey everyone, thanks for checking out our presets. And what I want to do here is just give you a quick run of the interface and how to use it. But don't worry, when you purchase the presets, it comes with a 25 to 30 minute training video that will walk you through every aspect of it. So, tons of presets on the market. What makes these unique? Well, this correction panel on the left I think is pretty unique. It works within your workflow, and then a whole bunch of included presets, everything from black and white, film looks, wash out, but let's just start with corrective edits. Sure, everything's controllable on the right-hand side, but the reality is when you start messing with sliders, things start taking a little bit longer, and those seconds start adding up. So here's a typical image. This is right out of camera, hasn't been taken into Photoshop, nothing's been done to it, and if you look at the correction zone on the left, you can see how quick and easy this is to get this image to a color-corrected state. So the first thing you do is hit Get Started. And that's going to add some contrast, some clarity, some vibrance, and just get the image to a working state. Step 2, and as you can see, we're building our edits here in a very logical way. Step 2, we can go with white balance, we can go with cloudy, we can go with daylight, and it's just about taking you through the stair-step process so that you're building your edits. This is much different than a one-click edit, which we all know one size doesn't fit all when it comes to editing our pictures. This allows you complete control in building your final image. So let's go with like Daylight Plus. So it's a little bit on the warmer side. Obviously we can go Daylight Minus, it's cooler, but let's go with Daylight Plus. Next, exposure. We have everything from all the way for one stop to one stop under. And look at how this works. I can add half stop, 3/4 of a stop, full stop. Obviously we've gone over the top with it, but then I can just quickly reset it to 0. And that's what I like about working with this. So we're going to go with a 1/4 stop over, and I do that on my images because then I know when I add contrast, it's going to darken things up, and my highlights are still going to be there. So let's add some curves here, medium curves. Now we can do some highlight recovery. And if you look in the top right corner here, our highlights are just fine. We've got great tonal range on the image, so we don't need to do any highlight recovery. So if we do 25 to 100, image starts coming down, but almost too much, because if you look at her face, it's just not behaving correctly. So we can go probably like highlight recovery 25, and I think that looks good there. Now we can lift some of that fill light, right? So lift some of the shadows there. So we've got that. We can come down. We can do sharpening, add some sharpening to the image, noise reduction if we need it. This is really cool. We do a grass pop and a sky pop. So if you've got a big blue sky or green grass, just hit that, and that's going to adjust the color of just the green. And if we had the sky, it would adjust that for just the blue. We can come down here, adjust vibrance, desaturation. So if we want to desat that a little bit, we can. We need to reset it. We hit reset. And then finally, we can add a vignette here to the image, and we've got about 8 different vignettes from circle to square. And at that point, I've gotten my image to a color-corrected state before I move into what we'll call the creative zones. And it's that easy to get through that. And if I got a series of images, I can sync those images to get it going. But let's reset this, and then let's show you how the creative zones look. So one of the creative zones in the tool is the films look. And what we do with every creative zone, so we've got films, we've got split tone, we've got washout, we've got black and white, and what this allows you to do is build upon the edit, not a one-size-fits-all. So for example, if we look at black and white, right, so we've got different black and white options here, and I can click through here and find one I like. But what's also very popular right now is that film look for color images. So we've got several film edits, and you can see I'm just going through here looking for what I like. So let's just go with the film muted. Okay, I like that. Now I can add grain, and I have right, because that film is going to have that grain look to it. So I've got a grain of light, medium, and heavy. So if we zoom in to just kind of see some of that, right, you got to pay attention to what it's doing to your skin. And of course we can reset that. So we can go. Let's just go with light grain, and then we can do a color wash on it, right? So it could be cool toned or warm tone, and you're seeing how quickly and easy we are able to get to unique looks. Unlike any tool on the market for you, it's all done within Lightroom. Tons of other presets that are built in and beauty brushes. I'm telling you, this will be one of the last preset tools you're going to invest in. It's going to give you unique looks. It's easy to use, and if editing can be fun, it's fun to do. All right, and just to show you one more, I want to show you our black and white creative zone. This is also included in the tool, and I really want to show off how we build these looks. So on the left-hand side here, we've got multiple black and whites, everything from a basic black and white to brighter, to darker, to infrared, to matte. Okay, and the matte finish is really, really popular right now. We've got several different matte versions that you can go through here. And I like matte 6 for this, right? So I'm building this black and white. It's not one size fits all. So after I apply the black and white finish that I'm looking for, then I can come in, add contrast. I can then add some grain to the image to give it a little bit of noise, good noise. And I can reset all these, by the way, so I can remove the grain if so be it, so they have the ability to quickly reset them. And then I can come in here and add a finishing tone to it, right? So all through the color palette, we have one-click tones, and this now becomes a custom black and white edit for you. But let's just say, okay, you don't want to start messing with build your own. You want some one-clicks. So I created some one-clicks of my own that are included with every palette for you. So each grouping of creative edits has built in some one-click edits for you, really just to make it easy for you to get to that final look that you want. We all know time's money, and we all want unique looks, but all too often we can be paralyzed by the options that are built within Lightroom. And this is a tool that will quickly and easily allow you to get to your final look and allow your images to stand out from the crowd. You can do it for your clients, you can do it for social media, you can do it for vendors. We've got to get to the final image quickly so that you're not married to post-production.